In this video, I will explain how the REL670 relay builds its IEC 61850 data model based on the blocks included in the application configuration. First, it is necessary to understand what the instance number of the application configuration blocks is. When we build this section by adding blocks from the Object Types window, each block type, for example, the SXCBR circuit breaker block, has its own instance number. This value cannot be modified manually. It starts at 1 and increases automatically according to the number of blocks of the same type that exist. For example, if I add one circuit breaker, it will have an instance number equal to 1. If I add a second and a third circuit breaker, these will have instance numbers 2 and 3 respectively. If I then delete the SXCBR block with instance number 2 and add another circuit breaker block again, since instance numbers 1 and 3 already exist, the new block will be added again with instance number 2. This is important when we want a block to have a specific instance number, since the program assigns them automatically in ascending order. Therefore, for each type of block added to the application configuration, there will be its own instance number sequence, determined by the order in which the blocks are added and removed. What happens then with the IEC 61850 model? Following the previous example, if I have only one circuit breaker block and I review the IEC 61850 data model of the IED, I will see that only XCBR1 appears associated with the circuit breaker object. If we add 2 additional circuit breaker blocks and review the IEC 61850 model again, XCBR1, XCBR2, and XCBR3 will now appear, according to the instance numbers of each block. If we delete the SXCBR block with instance number 2, XCBR2 will no longer appear in the IEC 61850 model. Therefore, the instance number defines the identifier of the repeated object within the IEC 61850 model, that is, the numerical suffix used according to the standard. Consequently, all function and control blocks that we add in the application configuration directly modify the IED CID file. It is essential to be clear about this concept when modifying the application configuration in order not to affect IEC 61850 communication with the devices that use this relay CID. As additional information, if the application configuration is modified without altering the datasets, MMS reports, goose messages, or the blocks associated with those communications, communication with other IEDs or clients should not be lost. On the other hand, if a dataset, an MMS report, a goose message, or an application configuration block associated with a signal transmitted via IEC 61850 is modified, the devices that use that information must update the CID file to ensure correct communication. In summary, modifying the application configuration has a direct impact on the IEC 61850 data model of the IED. Therefore, any change must be made with caution when MMS or goose communications are already configured to avoid interoperability problems with the associated devices. In the next video, we will see how to configure an MMS report and review its communication using the IED Scout program.